Who were the hippies? If you're curious about the hippies and what made them so unique, you're in the right place. Let's take a journey back to the 1960s and early 1970s to understand who these individuals were and what they stood for. Hippies were a group of people, mostly young adults and teenagers, who rejected the traditional values and institutions of the post-World War II society. They emerged from the Beat generation of the 1950s, a movement that was dissatisfied with American society and sought alternative lifestyles. Hippies were known for their distinctive appearance. Men grew their hair long and sported beards, while both men and women wore casual, often colorful clothing, including items from non-Western cultures. They adorned themselves with beads, headbands, and flowers, reflecting their rejection of mainstream fashion. At the heart of the hippie movement was a strong emphasis on peace, love, and personal freedom. Hippies were deeply opposed to the Vietnam War and the draft, often participating in anti-war protests and rallies. These events were characterized by music, free expression, and sometimes even nudity. Music played a significant role in hippie culture. Psychedelic rock, folk, and blues were popular genres, with iconic bands like Jefferson Airplane and the Beatles influencing their musical tastes. The Summer of Love in 1967, centered in San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury district, was a peak moment for the hippie movement, marked by large gatherings and musical festivals like Woodstock. Hippies also explored alternative forms of consciousness through the use of psychedelic drugs such as marijuana, LSD, and peyote. They believed these substances could expand their minds and help them achieve a deeper level of self-awareness and spiritual connection. The hippie lifestyle often involved communal living, with many creating their own intentional communities or communes. Places like Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco and Greenwich Village in New York City became hubs for these alternative lifestyles. Hippies were also part of a broader counterculture movement that included the Yippies, or the Youth International Party, which was the political arm of the counterculture. They used guerrilla theater and community activism to voice their opposition to war, materialism, and social inequality. In addition to their anti-war stance, hippies championed sexual liberation, vegetarianism, and eco-friendly practices. They saw the dominant culture as corrupt and oppressive, referring to it as the establishment, or the man. The hippie movement was not just about rebellion, it was also about seeking meaning and value in life. They drew inspiration from various philosophical and spiritual traditions, including Eastern philosophy, Buddhism, and the teachings of figures like Gandhi and Henry David Thoreau. By the mid-1970s, the hippie movement began to decline, but its impact on society was lasting. The movement influenced fashion, music, and social attitudes, leaving a legacy that continues to be felt today. So, who were the hippies? They were a vibrant and rebellious group of young people who sought to create a more peaceful, free, and meaningful world, rejecting the conventional norms of their time and forging their own path.